get to know you a little bit more.
Great.
So you've been at New American how long now?
2 years.
2 years already?
Yeah, it's gone by quickly.
That's awesome. And how long have you been in the business altogether?
Over 20 years.
Wow. You do not look like you've been in the business 20 years. Like you look
Yeah.
like you just got in, like you just graduated college or something.
No, nope. Over 20 years.
years.
I started when I was 28. And so,
Yes.
yeah.
You look so young.
Thank you.
What's your secret? You got to tell me later.
Okay.
We'll have to do another video.
Okay.
What your skincare is. You look amazing.
Thank you.
So over 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
how in the world did you end up in this industry 20 years ago?
Well, believe it or not, my now brother-in-law recruited me. I had no experience in the mortgage industry, none whatsoever. Had no, it wasn't even on my radar. And so he wanted people that were not in the business. And so he trained me, and
Into the mortgage industry.
I was a manager at a store,
Mm-hmm.
and I had been there since 21. So, so I was in management. So, and it actually helps me out because this job really you manage yourself, and so I've used those skills to come over in the mortgage business.
So what are some common misconceptions that buyers have about mortgages?
I think the number one, because there's several, the number one I think is rate, because you think lowest rate, the better deal, right? Well, because your payment's low, but not necessarily because it comes with fees. And so those are normally called points. And so points come with rates. So the lower the rate, you might have a
lot of
high in
discount points. Yeah.
Right. And so, so you have to really look at that, the fees and the rate. Also, programs, that might not be the best program for you. This program might have a slightly higher rate, but it's giving you down payment assistance. Or, there's several loans out there. You really have to look at the program and the rate and the fees.
So one size does not fit all.
Correct.
In mortgages.
Low rate is not what you just look at. You don't look just at rate.
Right. And every buyer is not moving in their home to stay there 10 years.
Right.
Or 5 years. I mean, I think back in the day, people were moving like every 3 to 5 years, and now it's like 7 to 12.
Yeah.
People are staying longer.
Yeah.
And what's the saying? Marry the house, date the rate, or date the rate, marry the house.
Yeah.
Because rates can change. You can refinance, but you do have to look at the whole picture.
Correct.
And if you're only looking at interest rate and not looking at payment, program, down payment, you're right, you might not be getting the best deal.
Right.
What's something else you think that people might be confused about when they see all these reels and ads and people talking about the industry and the market right now?
There's so much out there, so much things that you need to know, and people don't buy houses every day. So if you're not in it, you really don't know all of it. And the industry changes all the time. So just finding someone to help you out that will take the time to let you know all the details of each loan. Like when I meet with them, I let them decide which one is best for them.
How do you help your nervous first-time home buyers feel more comfortable during the whole process?
Well, I like to, first meeting them and going through that initial different programs, that helps out a lot. And they get to know you and see my face, and then, but also I let them know I'm here for them throughout the whole process. I'm not passing them off to someone else. I'm here. I'm available over the weekend, after hours, because that's when most of the the legwork is
You don't
done.
have banker hours?
No banker hours. No, you can't, because if they have a question, I want to be there and answer it because it's important. They're buying their house, so that helps out a lot as well. But I reassure them that I'm going to be calling them, emailing them, and the realtors, giving updates. They'll know exactly what's going on at all times. What I love most right now is helping people that don't have the down payment, because there's so many people paying high rent, and the most challenging part is having down payment. And so even if they do have down payment, oftentimes we're deleting everything they have. So, so I look at the pathway loans, especially the Pathway 100, where it's a first and a second, and the second provides up to 5% for down payment and closing costs. And then we have the Georgia Dream, and they give up to $12,500, and they have a really good rate. And then here in Savannah, we have what's called the Savannah Dream Maker, and they give you extra funds. And so you can pair up the Savannah Dream Maker with the Georgia Dream, and it's a lot of money. And then the USDA loan is a 100% loan, but you can pair the Georgia Dream with USDA. So USDA provides the full amount because it's 100%, but then now Georgia Dream pays the closing costs. So I just love working with those people, the buyers that need that. I do work with people that don't need the down payment, obviously, but I love working with these buyers because oftentimes they've already gone to lenders and they've said, we can't help you out. And so I come in there and win and save them money. So that's what I love the most.
Now, with those, are those programs first-time home buyers? Or?
Some of them are and some of them are not. So even if you're not, and you're a first-time home buyer, if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you can basically
start
reset.
Over. Yes, reset.
Start over.
That's a good word, reset.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, and so it all just starts from an application, and I pull a soft pull so it doesn't affect their credit score.
What do you mean by soft pull?
It pulls the credit, and we can get 2 credit scores,
Instead of
but it
all
doesn't
3.
Instead of all 3, and it doesn't affect the credit score. I mean the credit, like it doesn't lower your credit score because I pulled it. So I can find out all the programs, anything, all options, just with a soft pull.
So the soft pull versus a hard pull. I guess the hard pull is what we call the one where you pull all 3.
Correct.
Right? And that's
Yes.
what shows up on your credit as an inquiry.
Correct.
Which can affect the score and
Well,
drop
it
it
can possibly.
Right. Okay. So the soft pull is what you're saying is doesn't affect the credit score at all because it doesn't show up.
Yes.
So you can do that initially just to see what program they might qualify for.
Exactly.
Before they need to make full application.
Right.
What's something that you feel like buyers really need to know before they go out and even start looking for a home?
They need an application. They need a pre-approval letter. And so that I can do a soft pull again. And from there, I look at the different programs, and they need to know what their max purchasing power is. You know, you don't want to look at homes that are $400,000, but you only can afford $300,000. So that's what I do is I help them find out what are they comfortable with payment-wise, what's their max purchasing price, what program is best for them, because there's so many, and everybody's different. And so I take that time ahead of time, and then I can gather documents and then give them a pre-approval letter. And even if they're not ready for 6 to 12 months, now's the time to look at it. For instance, if you have credit issues, the credit agencies have given us a tool that I can check and play around with and pay off debt or add a new debt if they have thin credit. And I can tell when their credit score will be at what we want it to be. And if they need a little extra help, because some need a little extra, we have what's called UQual, which is a credit repair, helps repair their credit. And usually my buyers are ready in 4 to 5 months if they follow what UQual says. And so I have that tool as well. So you want to, and even if you have good credit, let's say you have a 680, a 720 may be better for you, and we can coach you even if you're not ready to buy yet. So it's a planning process. I would suggest getting an application as soon as possible.
So it's important to talk to you first before they go look at a house.
Yes, the realtor is going to say, where's your pre-approval letter?
Right. If a buyer calls you first and they want to find out what their purchasing power is, like you said, they need to see where their credit is, they need to see how much they can afford, you're going to issue a pre-qualification letter initially.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
When does that turn into a pre-approval letter for you?
Well, I like to do that off the bat. A lot of lenders will not allow you to go ahead and send it to an underwriter for approval, a pre-approval. it's very costly. And New American Funding wants to do that extra step for people. And so that's what I do. After I do the pre-qual, I've got all the documents, I send it to an underwriter for approval. That way there's, it lessens any kind of hiccups, any problems later down on the road. They're fully approved by an underwriter with their credit, their assets, and their income. And so it's much smoother process. These realtors, they know the difference. So if they see an underwriter's approval, they're going to coach their seller, hey, you might want this one because it's already been approved, credit, income, and asset-wise. So that's why I like to have the approval.
And you mentioned documents. So when you say documents, can you give me, you don't have to give me like a full list because I know every buyer is different.
Yeah.
But typically, what should a buyer expect to need to start gathering, put together that they would need to provide to you for that pre-approval or that underwriter upfront approval? What are some of those?
The main ones is going to be 30 days, most recent 30 days of pay stubs, W-2s, most recent 2 years, most recent 2 bank statements, all pages, and a copy of your driver's license. Those are the basic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get those pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like you can just download the PDF maybe of the bank statement. I know everybody's got the apps, right? Everything's online
They
now.
do. Thank goodness. It's made my
trying to
job
find-
a lot easier because
Yeah.
20 years ago, we didn't have that.
No.
So my computer, when they fill out an application, it lets me know when they start it and when they finish it. And then the computer sends them out a list of documents that we need. And then they upload them to the portal and then everything's there. Or they can email to me, but we have the portal.
You ever meet people face to face?
All the time. I love it. Yes. To see their eyes. But more importantly, there are so many different programs that I like to show in person, especially first-time buyers. So we sit there and see, and they choose which one's best for them instead of me saying, hey, this one's best. They can choose. And they seem to like that. And they're more involved. And there's not as many questions during the loan process because I'm face-to-face. I can see what their questions are, their faces, and it usually goes much smoother that way. So if I can meet them, I'm going to meet them.
Do you think that by them getting pre-approved up front, obviously you said it helps make their offer stronger
Yes.
because now they've got an underwritten, approval or I guess it'd be more like a TBD, to be determined address,
Yeah.
right? Because we don't really know the property yet, but you've had their credit underwritten, their assets underwritten, their income underwritten. So all that's out of the way. Does that help them speed up closing? So if they find a home, can they close a little bit quicker
They
by
can.
doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
And I feel more confident in it going quickly. So let's say you have a seller that says, I need to close in 20 days. Because typically you close in 30. Well, if I already have that pre-approval letter, I'm confident, hey, we can get this done. And I might say, yes, we've already gotten the paperwork. I don't have to worry about that buyer being a little slow, giving me the documents, because some are slow, and others are really quick. So if I already have the documents, I'll feel more confident saying, yeah, we can get it done in 20 days.
Yeah, because the only thing left at that point, you're going to do an appraisal on the home, title work. They need to get their homeowner's insurance. There's not a whole lot left.
No, you're
right?
Yeah.
So it makes their offer a lot stronger.
Yes.
When they go in and say, we can close in 2 or 3 weeks
Yes,
versus
I can
30
say
or 45 days.
right.
Now it is a little different, I'm sure, with these like the Savannah Dream or
That's
Georgia
definitely
Dream.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to overpromise, right? But
Right.
with those we're having to also send it to those down payment assistance agencies to review the
Right.
loan file. So that may take a little bit longer.
Right, and I'll coach them and I let them know, and I let the realtors know, so everybody already knows, look, we either need more time or we don't need a whole lot of time, so
Especially having you here locally in the market.
Yes.
Versus, dealing with an online lender. You can't get them, on the phone a lot of times or in the office. I'm not saying anybody in particular.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have a local lender that you can just go to the office, sit down, talk through scenarios. Speaking of, people's scenarios change, right? So they may reach out to you, send you in their income, their assets, get pre-approved, and then they change jobs.
Yes, we talk about those too. I have flyers that I send to the buyers that says do's and don'ts And I tell them or coach them, please, let's try not to do this. Anything that changes, let me know as soon as possible, especially if you're doing a new build and it takes 6 months to close. A lot of things could change. So you really have to coach them on those two. But yeah. New American Funding is great. They're really smooth. They close on time, and I love working here. I've worked at several places, and this is the best place. These Georgia Dreams and all these down payment assistance, they are amazing. They're quick. They're on time. Other lenders, if they even can do them, they're not quick. They're clunky. They take long. They don't do them every day. So yeah, I love New American Funding.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even pay you to say that. No. I love that. So let's kind of shift gears. We'll go off business a little bit because I really do want to get to know you.
Okay.
If you weren't in the mortgage industry right now, what do you think you would be doing?
That's hard to say because I've been in it for so long, as we talked about. So I think I would have found somehow mortgage because I like savings. I like helping people. I like financing. I do have, a business degree, but don't really need it.
So it sounds like you're in the right place.
I am in the right place.
You were doing what you were meant to do.
Yes. The only other thing that I might have done is been a realtor because you see the buyers so much and see their faces and you get to see the house and show them things. So you're more involved. So a realtor I might have chosen over a loan officer, but I love what I do.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did start out as a real estate agent.
You did?
Before doing mortgages. Yeah. And it is great. It's very rewarding. But I love mortgages too.
I do too.
That's why I'm still on the side.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. That's great. A couple of little, we'll call them rapid fire questions. I actually put in a couple. So coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Coffee for me. I have a newfound favorite drink, the cortado. It's like a Spanish espresso drink.
Ooh.
Yeah. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl. Yep. I was a night owl, and then I became a grandparent, so now I'm like, early bird. I want to go to bed early. What's your dream vacation spot?
Anywhere there's a beach.
Amen.
Beach and blue water. I want blue water.
You can see the bottom.
Yes.
Oh, because we're in Savannah.
Yeah.
One word clients would use to describe you.
I communicate well. I really do. And
So
I think that's
word.
what they would
How would you put that in one
communicate.
word? Okay. I would say lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely. My first impression of you.
Oh,
just
thank
lovely.
you.
Just lovely. Like I just want to spend time with you.
Uh-huh.
What's one fun fact that buyers may not know about you?
Well, that would be that I enjoy garage selling. I do. I enjoy going
Like
out.
going?
Yes, I like the hunt of finding a good deal. And I did do, I did it more often when my kids were little because you'll be amazed on how much deals you'll get on toys and clothing, all that stuff, especially baby stuff. I saved so much money. But now they're older and, they don't need that kind of stuff. So I just go strictly to community garage sales.
Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I'm not.
You just enjoy the browsing, cruising, and
then bargaining with the price.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, that's so interesting. Favorite thing about working at NAF?
Oh, there's so many.
So many.
Yeah, I guess the favorite thing is Rick and Patty.
Oh,
I love Rick and Patty, and they're the ones that founded New American Funding, and you can tell they're family oriented. Everyone in management is family oriented. They really want me to be successful, and they're really interested in me, and I just love that. And we keep a lot of our loans. We don't sell them, and they really care about the servicing department, their buyers, their employees, and it really shows. And that's what I like.
Yeah, they call it the NAF 360. It's customer service all the way around, right?
Right.
Internally, externally, from start to finish, before we ever even get a new client, all the way through closing and past closing through the servicing.
Yes, buyer for life.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's how they
absolutely.
see their buyers. They want them.
Yeah.
For
Even our family internally.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It starts at the top, right?
It does.
Trickles down.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a great leadership team in the Southeast, too.
We do.
We're very fortunate
Yeah.
to have them. We're actually going to speak with one of your managers.
Yeah, he's great.
Tomorrow morning, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah.
And spend a little time with him. But you guys have a great team down here.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 years. I'm so glad you're part of our family.
Thank you.